The Christianity that I understood early on was that my little group, we were at the top of the mountain of revelation. We were at the top of the mountain. We had staked our claim, and we knew that the mountain of mystery had been understood and topped by us, right? Any of you grew up that way? And then one day a horrifying thing happened to me. The clouds began to clear. And all of a sudden I realized, Rob, I wasn't at the top of the mountain, nor was my group. We were about 300 feet up the side of the mountain on an outcropping. And as the clouds cleared, the mountain actually reached infinitely into the invisible. And I looked around, and you know what was happening? All over the mountain as the cloud cleared were other groups like ours who also had staked their flag and said, we're at the top of the mountain. And we were all standing there looking at one another 300 feet up the side of the mountain. And that was so discombobulating to me, Michael, that I literally lost my balance, fell all the way down the hill to the bottom of the mountain. Then you know what you do when you deconstruct and you lose your faith? And there is some faith that's good to lose, right? I can't tell you how many people I've had sit down and say, help me, Pastor, I've lost my faith. And I say, tell me about the faith that you've lost. And after they tell me about the faith they've lost, I say, well, thank God. That's a natural part of life. That's a natural part of following Jesus. And then you fall back down and you start trying Humpty Dumpty to put the thing back together, right? You start trying to find all the Sherpas. You know what Sherpas are, those guys and gals that can help you up the mountain. You try to find all these sages, these Sherpas that can take you, and none of them can get you much farther than the outcropping you were on. And finally, you go the way, Steve, that Richard Rohr calls the way of the wise, not the way of the fool. You stand humbly at the base of the mountain called mystery. Matt, that's what I was saying when I say, well, agnostic, sure, we all are. I'm a reverent agnostic. Agnostic just means I don't know. That may not be good enough for some of you, but the last time I checked, Jesus said, can you believe? I can believe. No one's another thing, right? One day it'll be nice to know even as we're known, but that's not here. We're believing. And as my friend said, in the absence of believing, we're hoping. And in the absence of hoping, we're dreaming. And in the end, we don't stop dreaming because it's the only dream worth dreaming. That's the journey. And you make faith at the base of the mountain, and you quit trying to put Humpty Dumpty back together again, and you build yourself a humble cottage at the base of the mountain called mystery.